Testing, testing, testing. Well. What a day. What another great day. So we're back here at Brummitt Farmhouse, and it's a bit of a shorter day today because we've had a bit of a busy weekend, so I treated myself to a lighting. So like I say, it's just past 12 o'clock, just past midday, and we're going to give Trevor a bit of love. Trevor is honestly 100% worth the investment that we paid for him. But the bucket's a little bit slow. There's a lot of squealing when you try and lift something heavy with a back PTO. Excuse me. So we're just going to give him a bit of a service. We've got all the stuff. We've got new engine oil, oil filter, fuel filter, air filter. We've got the new gearbox, hydraulic, oil, fluid, how you want to call it. New filter for the gearbox, and yeah, we're just going to give it a little once over. We're going to put some new coolant in it, maybe drain the diffs out. So yeah, we're just going to give it a good old go. That should be down. That's greasy. But yeah, so we'll get all the stuff out. I'm not quite sure how interested you'll be in this, so this is where I need your help. So when I first did the video on the Kubota, when I changed the starter motor and I was doing the flail modes and stuff like that, would you guys prefer that to be in a different video, different to the house renovation side? Because I appreciate maybe the mechanical sort of, tractors. I'm going to eventually get on some classic car restoration. That'll be later down the line at Chili Jam projects. But would you prefer that to be a different series? Are you still interested in this sort of stuff? I'd just like to know. Because I just want to make it easy for you guys. If you don't feel like you're interested in this sort of stuff, then and you're primarily here for the house renovation stuff, I'll just put it in a different playlist just to make it easier for everyone. But I really enjoy this sort of stuff, and I'm sure and I hope some of you guys will be interested in this sort of stuff as well. So we'll get the stuff out, we'll give it a service. It's the first time I've ever done any sort of maintenance on a tractor, so we'll go from there. I don't think it'll be too difficult. I've serviced many cars before. Just make sure that key switch off. Yeah, I've serviced many cars before, so I can't imagine it being too difficult. I've watched a good few YouTube videos that tells you the specific drain points and stuff like that. So we'll give it a go. I'll try and document it as well as I can do. You'll have to bear with me, guys. Like I say, we're still very new at this. We're growing in confidence all the time. But it's still nerve-wracking, if I'm honest. It's still a little bit out of the norm, but I really appreciate the support. Me and Lucy are absolutely blown away with the fact that we've already got 270 subscribers on the channel. It means the world to us. From something that was just going to be a very personal thing between me and Lucy, restoring the house, renovating the house, and then was like, why not? Let's document it. Let's do it for ourselves, and hopefully there'll be somebody out there that's interested in it, and there definitely is, which is so nice to see. But yeah, please keep this community growing, and yeah, we'll just go from strength to strength. We'll try and capture the stuff, everything that we can. We're going to try and make the editing better. I'm editing all the videos myself. Lucy's now got an Instagram page, which is a joint Instagram page, but Lucy's in charge of that, so I've attached the link of that in the description of the channel. So if you could go over there and give that a view, that would be great, because Lucy's putting a lot of work into that. But yeah, let's just let's give this a service, and hopefully we'll fix this sluggish bucket. So guys, this is the underside of Trevor. Like I say, it's a little Kubota B1200. I think it's an import, because I think if this is blue, that means that's an import. So first thing I'm going to do is going to drop this hydraulic fluid. So I think the first drain plug is just there. and then it'll be easy from the back, but you have to apologise for my filming here, but it's one of these nuts on each side of sort of the back axle, back diff, however you want to call it. So I'm going to take this one out first, and then we'll go to the back and get the drain out. But I think it's around 17 litres that should come out, which is crazy really, quite a lot of fluid. But yeah, we'll crack that off, and we're going to see if we've got a chocolate milkshake situation going. Hopefully there's not too much oil in there. Sorry, not too much water. We definitely want oil. Hopefully there's not too much water in there and it's emulsified, and you'll see straight away if it's looking a bit minging. But I'm going to try and find a place to prop you up, and then we'll go from there. You can see there, right? Okay, guys. Right, let's find that one. What? No. 22. Did I get a 22 spanner out? Am I going mad? It's definitely 22. Right. So there it's cracked, guys. So let's see how much. Let's see how bad this oil is. In all honesty, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna have to stop it, probably. Just stop that there. Just screw that back in. I'll empty this out. I'll show you guys a bit of a close-up. See, I don't know how well you guys can see that. Looks a little bit shiny. Yeah, maybe a little bit shiny, but probably was ready to get done. Yeah, big win that, guys. Nice and clean. Let's just get the rest of this out. Well, that's drained. I'll show you through just a couple of the things that I've got. So we've got a nice new air filter. Got a nice new fuel filter. Engine filter from Northern Filter Supplies. And somewhere, oh, there it is, just up there. Kubota transmission fluid, and then this is just some standard universal tractor transmission oil that could be used with hides. So yeah, we'll just let that drain, and then I'll get back with you when I get to the other side at the back end. Right, don't know how you can see this one, guys, but I'm going to just try and get to it from here. That's tight. There we go. Looks a lot better there, actually. See how golden that looks. Good, I do really apologise for this camera work. I am trying my best. So I am struggling to find the oil filter, the fluid gearbox filter. So I know it's got a strainer, but in my mind, that's not really a filter. So I need to try and find that really, but there we go. So this, because it's got a front loader, it's had to have this subframe put on. You can see it sort of bolts under there, goes right the way underneath. And I believe, I don't know how you can see that little point there is the drain for the engine oil. So So I'm going to have to fashion some sort of thing because it's just going to splash everywhere. But yeah, this front loader has already been an absolute godsend, so really, really pleased we've got that little feature. But what I'll do is, I'll drain this side, which is already pretty much drained. I'll drain the other side, which is exactly the same point on here, but on just this side of the back axle. And then the next step, I'll show you the strainer location, and we'll see how minging it is. We've drained this point here. Exactly the same as it was on this side, so you're basically just draining that bottom half, that casing, drain that bottom half. So I am struggling. I'm struggling in the sense of I can't seem to find the oil filter for the gearbox. So I believe that this is the strainer. It might just also be the filter as well. So I'm going to take this out. I've had a look online, and the issue being is it's an import, so there's not that much information on it. I have got a little I've got a little manual saved on my phone for like the B1200 all the way to the 1600, sorry. And it doesn't even mention a filter, so I'm not quite sure. I don't know if I've got a filter for a new one, but I'm going to take this out and I'm going to see how we go. We still can't believe the amount of support we're getting off you guys. It's a little bit crazy actually, if I'm honest. All right, so there we go, a bit of oil coming out there. Yeah, it's a bit crazy. We just really didn't expect it. So it's sort of just, it's made me and my partner, you know, rethink how we're going to go about it, rethink our plans to make the footage better for you guys. Because that's all we want really, is to make it as entertaining as you guys as possible. So we really do appreciate it. Right, so I'm hoping on the end of here there's a bit of a filter. Yes. Maybe. Wow. Wow. I'm going to bring you guys round just so you can have a better look at this. But it is definitely needing a change. But there he is, guys. Oof. It's not the worst, but it's certainly not the best. Look at the state of that. Look at the state of it. So we're just going to get a bit of brake cleaner, preferably spray it on the thing. Let me try and get you close. Yeah, sorry, the camera's just struggling to focus here a little bit. There you go. So you can see them springs. See the springs going through it. But yeah, we'll get there with it, guys. We'll get there with it. Just had a visit from Tommy. Tommy's one of the neighbours here. Lovely boy. Lovely old boy. I think he's part of the neighbourhood watch round here, and if you stick around in this video, I might tell you a funny story about the second day me and Lucy got the keys to this property. Let me tell you, it was a stressful day. Well, yeah, stick around, stick with me, and we'll have a little Chili Jam Project story time, because it is a good one. It is definitely a good one. Hi guys. So we've got that straighter back in that we showed you, and now it's just a case of topping it back up. I think it calls for about 17 litres, but let me just go around the other side so it just makes it a little bit easier. So we've got obviously the dipstick here. We've got the dipstick there, so we sort of know what level we're going for. But this pipe here is for the front. Bucket, the front loader. I've just used my little syringe there just to see if that actually goes, a little 5-washer there, just to see if that goes into the top of the gearbox, and obviously it does. So I'm going to try and get a funnel onto there. I'm going to see how it goes. That's actually fitting very nicely, if I'm honest. And if we can even sort of strop that up, make sure that drain plugs out so it vents, because we don't want that to thingy up. But I'm going to try and get a bungee cord or something. I mean, that's a bit of a bottleneck. Try and get a bungee cord, tie that up there, and we're going to try and find one. I've got one somewhere in here. Here we go. In the trailer. So like I say, I'm really happy with the with this purchase, really. Just going to pass that through the handle there, and I think I'll come back to here. I've just had a phone call off my dentist actually, because not too long ago I had probably one of the worst days of my life, and that is an exaggeration, but it was terrible. Where can I put this? I'm struggling a little bit. There we go. Nope, that's lost. Yeah, it was one of the worst days of my life. I had to get, I had a temporary filling that collapsed while I was at work, and it was a big old fiasco. I had to go to a dentist in the Netherlands, because that's where I'm working at the minute, and it was just an absolute disaster, if I'm honest. Let me just reposition you so you can see that a little bit better, maybe. There we go. How's that? Sorry, I might just have to bring it around there so I can just get in a little bit better. But yeah, so I had to go to the dentist, and like I say, it was a big old fiasco. Anyway, it turns out that I had to get my tooth taken out. And honestly, it was, I can't talk about too much with my partner because she gets a little bit icky. Right, well, that was a disaster.
$2,000 later.
Yeah, I think we're at a good level there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give it a run up. Got oil on all over the seat. I'm going to give it a run up. Get the bucket up and down. Like I say, guys, I'm not here to pretend I'm something I'm not. I just want to be honest, and that's what I find great about building a community. Already I've had so many lovely comments on YouTube about the ivy removal, so that's been absolutely fantastic. Right, where did I put that? Little 5-washer. Right, let's give her a start up. Make sure that's back in. We'll make sure we've got no leaks, and we'll see how quick this bucket goes. Let's see how she goes. that's classic John, that, in the sense of great success in there, but it's just me being absolutely impatient. I forgot to put the coolant lid back on, so let's stick that back on, because that's not going to go well if I don't. Dear me. But yeah, that's great success, that, because it's, I can already feel like it's a lot quicker. This is being a bit of a, there we go. That's that on. I'm just going to move this out of the way as well, the little filter housing. The guy before me said he did a little service on this. Don't know how much I trust him. Right, let's start this back up. We'll go again. That's all because I was impatient again. Got to heat the glow plugs. These Kubotas do not like it if you do not put the glow plugs up. Every single video I've watched, and I watched a lot. I like to get in there. I do like to try and get myself clued up on this sort of stuff, because like I say, I'm new to all this, but they do like it. That doesn't sound good. That does not sound very good. Right, let me get my jump starter. I think that's just the sound of a flat battery, because like I said to you guys, it's not got a dynamo. That's a magician. It's not got like an alternator or anything on it, so I'm just trying to figure out, because on this it does say it somewhere. Hey guys, just thought I'd wrap this video up, because honestly it turns out that I did a lot more recording than what I thought I did. So this video is just going to be a part one, which obviously has just covered the sort of gearbox hydraulic sort of work. But please let me know if you want a part two. I've got the stuff there. Hopefully this video gets a little bit of love. I appreciate it's a little bit different to the house renovation stuff. I appreciate not everyone will be as interested in this sort of content, but it's the stuff I enjoy, and I would really like to think that there's somebody out there that enjoys it. I'll also do a little voiceover for the story time. It is a great story. A lot went on that second day of of the house, of getting the keys to the house. So yeah, just let us know, and yeah, if you're interested, we'll get that footage out to you. We'll get that video done. So yeah, again, thank you so much for all the support. We have officially hit over 500 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. I can't actually, me and Lucy just cannot believe the amount of support that we've got over this first week of uploading content to YouTube. But we really appreciate it, and here's to many more videos and all that sort of good stuff. So again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. It allows us to make this cool content for you guys. Thank you so much.